will be following my camera as well. So far, wind is very generous. We're going bots, which is a good option, given that I have all these hills in the middle. We tell the Lazarus to give us a little bit of energy first before heading and trying to get some reclaim. First constructor goes out to start copy mexes. Now Bloodier's been very active and sending units for which I have nothing to cover. So I do 2 cons into a construction turret, which puts me in danger. Those hills are deceptive in terms of height, so I end up miscalculating and lose the constructor and mex, and that shouldn't happen. It's not the biggest of the issues because the rest spot is already out and ready. But I could have not fully repaired the first mex and just skip the order and go straight to rest the constructor. Okay, so the commander continues forward. We have 2 construction turrets and an E storage already. We are just equal to the highest. Looks like Oral needs. He's got a little bit more energy at the moment. So we are trying to praise Bloodier for capturing the middle hill. So I've started bringing out some maces. So we have a little bit of a fight. I probably shouldn't have taken that engagement, but I wanted to be able to shell and control the area from the top. The maces are pretty good from the top, but here I find myself trying to fight the medium defenses, for which I am not ready, as my constructor is not with me. So at this one point I should have brought my constructor, but it is building the geo, which that was a mistake. It was supposed to be cloaked, but somehow it started firing and didn't cloak in time. Okay. I give up on the middle position, try to get the most metal, but the rest spot gets clipped by 2 missiles. So I will, release control of the hill totally. Okay, I'm leaking energy to the team. Just try to capture it. Yeah, still leaking a little bit of heat to the team, so I'll try to use it myself. Just try to keep up the pressure in the middle. trying to rush the tier 2 mexes. We use a transport to bring out the spiders to the front. But we see that Bloodier's got... yeah, he's got Sheldons out already. But we don't know where they're coming from at the moment. Okay, we give out a tier 2 gun, hopefully trying to improve our allies' economy. Okay. Now we see that the tier 2 lab is there, and we try to go for it. But Bloodier has been on the jammer. Yeah. That is a really bad situation, looking from behind. So... we're struggling with our metal. Yeah. Maybe we could try to have us for a little bit from one of our teammates, but that's unlikely to happen. Thankfully, our team leader has got massive bombing run ready to go, and he's gonna decimate the lab. So on the back of this we try to deal damage. So we have plenty of energy, and we have to tackle the Sheldons. We go for some snipers. Have more bombers coming to help. We managed to somewhat take control of the middle thanks to his help. Yeah, and now we try to eat all that metal. We have 3000 reclaim. That's gonna be very good for the team. It's like now down to 4000. Increase BP. We've been doing wins with some butlers. Continue to fight on the front line, but those are probably not the best units. We have now some welders coming up to help. We increase on the wind, but yeah, again the wind is variable. I should have gone for a fusion. That was a mistake. We'll continue doing wins with a wind that can be down to 1. Yeah, we will need much bigger storages in any case. Okay, we continue picking away structures with the snipers and trying to ascertain some control of the hill. But we see that south is heavily struggling against vehicles. But try to assist with the mine layer and supplying our own vehicles. We have a very healthy BP, but we are again leaking energy. At this time we should be putting a converter. Okay, we try to stay safe in middle as we are looking at the south side. It is minute 20, so we have to think of a anti-new. That is covered. Still leaking a little bit of E. Now we have it under control. Okay, we do aim X's in the middle and we try to get some pork at the top of the hill. At this point that south has been fixed, I'm thinking of trying to push along with some AA trucks, as I've seen them tier 2 air. Okay, so we set ourselves to try to push whilst we try to supply tanks to south. Now we see a lot, about 4 to 5 snipers, so we have to retreat immediately. Okay, we are again sharing energy to the team, so it means that we can actually get a bit more. And we try to prioritize the pork at the front after handing out several tanks. We're gonna try to counter the spam that is coming from the middle. As it is vital that we don't lose to the snipers. Okay, now that we have vision, our pork will deal with the snipers. We see that top is managing to get pushed, and south is managed to hold with all the tanks that will give barcast. Okay. Now south has been crushed a little bit by the superior tank count from Neocat Meow. And first Aphus is out. We have a little bit of a healthier economy now. And I'm just thinking to push whilst we try to advance with the pork. Now that layout is not the best. But yeah, we see that they have tier 2 air. So our push barely gets any damage. But it scouts the base. Yeah, with the south push from the opposite team counter, then there is, yeah, we managed to survive long enough for them to surrender. Then economy-wise, only at the very end managed to get ahead, which can be improved. Thank you.